Hey kid, be brighter and put down that lighter. What the heck? You think you're some kind of clever detective? You think you're some kind of super soldier? You think you got mechanical lungs? Listen here, you monkey breath diaper. I'm sorry, that was really rude. I probably shouldn't have said that. It was way beyond the line of... I shouldn't insult you, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... Video games sometimes portray video game characters like they're not sunshine and daffodils. And what I mean by that is, like, even if a main character is still a good guy, he does some things that we don't generally agree with. They don't always eat their veggies, and sometimes they like some foul play. If you know what I mean. Look, before the video begins, I just want to say that I'm really sorry if I say some rude things or insult you. It's just that, man, smoking in video games makes me feel like such a badass. You know, I feel so cool and, like, you know, badass. So yeah, today we're gonna be talking about smoking in video games. Yay! I hope you're excited. I hope you're as excited as me. It's a very exciting topic. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in this right now, so. Some of the most badass and memorable characters in video games smoke. And some of them include Big Boss smokes cigars and Solid Snake smokes cigarettes. Both badass as hell. Adam Jensen, this guy is the literal definition of cool. His character has mechanical lungs in the games, so of course he's always popping ciggies in his mouth. He doesn't have to worry about it. He's not gonna get lung cancer, he's part robot. Sergeant Johnson from the Halo games, he's puffing on a cigar any opportunity he gets because, you know what, he's a determined, motivational, very grisly kind of military man. He knows what the ladies like.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
The list goes on and on. There's so many video game characters that are so cool who smoke in video games. Now, on a side note, I don't condone smoking. It's completely unhealthy and makes you smell like ass. I just want to put it out there so that you know that I don't think smoking is cool. But there are some creative ways that video games have incorporated smoking with their video game characters. From stereotypical military men to creatively done characters who have no health risk from smoking. I mean, I can't get over Adam Jensen. He's a cool guy, he's Mr. Cool, and I will never be as cool as him. You know why? Because, well, many reasons. He's part machine and he can kill people, and I can't do that. Not that I would. Let's just continue. There are many characters in the game LA Noir. It's a little game made by this company, Rockstar. Really small company, really small game. You might have never heard of them. They made this other little game called Grand Theft Auto, but who knows what that is? Anyways, there are these characters in LA Noir, and so many of them smoke in the game, and that's for several different reasons. But one of the most important ones is that it sets the tone. Like, it's set in a time period where smoking is the norm. You know, people are doing it all the time. So it's part of a theme that stays consistent throughout the game, and it makes the game more immersive to the player. Duke Nukem, almost in every piece of concept art that you will ever see of him, he's puffing on a cigar that's like just as big as his ego. And about half the size of his cock. But in the case of LA Noir, along with some other games, smoking isn't just used to make the characters look cool. It's used as part of the theme of the game, it's used as an element, and in some other games it's even used as a gameplay mechanic? That's right. Ever heard of a little game called Vanquish? In this game you play as Sam Gideon, a genius inventor of this prototype kind of suit that can slide on the ground really fast, can make you jump in the air, makes you beat the crap out of these robot enemies. It's pretty cool. He's like the next Master Chief, but more Japanese, but also white. That makes sense. But if you're hiding behind cover in this game, and some enemies are lighting your sexy ass up, all you gotta do is take out a ciggy and puff that sucker. And yeah, there's a button devoted to just smoking a cigarette. Because what Sam does is after he puffs on it once, he tosses it off to the side, and your robot enemies are distracted by the cigarette. They'll actually start shooting at that, which gives you a moment to get out of the way of harm's way. smoking in a video game just became a gameplay mechanic. It's pretty awesome. To be honest though, I very rarely use this feature in Vanquish. I only use it at the most stressful of times where I really needed it. It wasn't a very common thing, but I think, you know, with some games that sort of try to do the same thing, it could be a much more common thing and done to a greater level. Once again, not condone. What I'm trying to say with this video is that having a protagonist that smokes makes them an interesting character. It makes them impure, and it gives them a quality that many people will find unattractive and others will find to be really cool. And to sort of have that conflicting idea with a main character, it's neat. Another point that I'm trying to get across is a level of interactivity between the player, the character, and objects in the environment. Who would have ever thought that smoking a cigarette in a video game would be a gameplay mechanic? It's just kind of crazy. And if you look at that level of interactivity within other games, like GTA 4, I mean, you go to the bar, you get some brewskis with the cousin from hell, Roman, and if you drink too many, Nico's stumbling in the streets and he's tripping over stuff and the screen's all wobbly, and it's really entertaining to watch, even if it serves no real purpose except for you to lose money. And so seeing these sorts of interactivity within video games I think would be really cool. And to see more gameplay mechanics come from these like weird ideas, you know, I think that'd be really interesting to see something like that sort of start sparking in video games. Because I love the idea of smoking a cigarette in Vanquish to distract your enemies and give you an ability to flee, but it's something that not many people are going to use. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say with this video. This sort of interactivity within video games, a weird abstract idea like smoking cigarettes becoming a gameplay mechanic, it's cool. It's kind of funky, it's unique, and it's something that helps set Vanquish apart, which is already a game that's very different from everything else, you know? So it's just one more creative thing that the team that made the game really excelled with. And I would love to see that idea explored in other titles as well. Alright, well that's gonna end the video, and this time around guys, super seriously, I do not condone smoking. It doesn't make you cool, it makes you smell bad, and the ladies do not like it, unless you're Sergeant Johnson. And I don't think you are. If you tell me you are, I'm gonna say it's a lie. So if you'd rather pick up a cooler hobby, maybe you could binge watch all my other videos. That'd be kinda cool. Jesus Christ. Anyways, thanks for watching everyone. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next video.
Get through that central gate! We aren't gonna get through it like this, sir.